Hosea chapter 1, verse 11. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together, and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel.
Yeah, man. Now imagine that now. So what day is it gonna be, y'all? You know, let's say we got this group of Israelites, and I love them brothers because I came up with them, and I can't, man, you know, like I said, man, it just, to me, I think Israel, we just don't, it's not, I shouldn't say I think, it's crystal clear because we can read it in the Bible. We just don't learn our lessons. Every time members from among us have sought to establish, and they start off with the right intention, wanting to establish more order with the intention of giving more direction, right, and bringing more unity. But then there always emerges from there ones that want to take and be the spearhead of that, and that's where the crime come in. It all started with the king, this one, and then the chief high priest, this one, and then the comforter. Now the commanding general and the deacon is supposed to be, or the bishop is supposed to, Nathaniel is supposed to be, John, not John, Elijah in the reincarnation. It's all so now we got the Mahashara, Yasharallah, the government of Israel, brother. The government of Israel is coming. You better fight like hell just to be declared one of the subjects.
Government of Israel.
You know, it's just getting fucking stupid, man. That's all I can say. It's just we don't learn. We, Israel, do not learn.
Niggas.
Let's say I'm wrong about that breakdown. Let's say I went to chapter 34 and was wrong. I went to chapter 37 and was wrong. I went to Luke chapter 1 and was wrong. And let's say that verse 11 is saying that it's not speaking symbolically or metaphorically or parabolically. Let's say there is a group that got to choose who the leader is. What makes you think you're a member of it? Oh, it's Israel is too proud, huh? Then woe to the nigga who get chosen. Because now he's what? He's running around here edging Christ out the picture. I mean,
I want to know how this governing body was elected.
Brother, it's not by themselves. It's just, you know, and like I said, I know they don't mean wrong. I know that without a reason of a doubt. But somewhere along the line, Israel don't be learning those lessons. And I can tell you the problem. The key is because deep down inside, we haven't mastered or accepted that we are nothing. That's what we haven't accepted. That's the only thing. That's the one thing that if you haven't, it won't allow you to even receive another person nominating you as a head or asking you to be the member of the governing body. You got to be humble on your own and say, brother, what are you talking about? Well, if it is, I'm not fit for that. All that's going to be determined at that great coronation ceremony that Ezra saw in 2nd Ezra chapter 2. Christ is giving out the crowns, not us. Niggas running like there's a shelf of crowns and everybody's a free-fall grabbing their shelves like a Black Friday crown sale. You know, this Black Friday at fucking Walmart and there's all the Israelite crowns and niggas just stampeding to get to the biggest one. That ain't gonna happen. Christ is handing out these crowns. And his is the biggest one and he's the most exalted. And we would do good to learn and accept that and inculcate that right now before he comes. Isaiah had to go, 3 months? He had to go to the land of Moab and prophesy with his butt hanging out.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. And just so that the Lord could say, thus shall you go naked with your buttocks out into captivity to the Moabites.
Wow.
So this wasn't, the people be thinking, yeah, and these brothers be out there talking about, I'm a prophet, we're the prophets. No, nigga, we're the students. What about when you got sent to places where you were going to be ripped in pieces and sawn asunder? The Most High was sending you to a sure death. So this wasn't, the people be thinking, yeah, and these brothers be out there talking about, I'm a prophet, we're the prophets. No, nigga, we're the students. Yeah, man, we're not important at all. But the least thing we could call ourselves is the prophets, because we ain't been put to the test in any way like these cats. Now listen, that's what they had to do and still get to live. What about when Israel, you got sent to Israel, who was going to stone you? What about when you got sent to places where you were going to be ripped in pieces and sawn asunder? The Most High was sending you to a sure death. Many times it turns out that prophesying to Israel and other places ended up being suicide missions. Who's going to go? And they knew it. No, we're the students, that's what we are. And poor students at that. Students trying to claim proprietorship over the word of the Most High with these titles, with these vain titles that you won't go and read in the New Testament. You don't even read them in the Old Testament. Moses was the top of us all, yet he was not the commanding general Moses, was he? And the Most High came back and said he was as a king over Israel, but Moses never felt that, never conducted himself like that.